All right, guys. So today we're gonna be doing. It was my push day, but you're gonna get a little me driving to the gym too. A little talk, and I'm gonna talk about my experience with the bro split. Which, for those of you who don't know, I'll get into it and explain deeper in a second. But first, of course, before we go to the gym, one of my favorite brands of free. I'm not doing anything with it. Oh, I'm gonna blur that out because I'm not giving anything there. But I like just dry scooping before I leave. Me personally, like why not just dry scoop? Well, not dry scoop. I take a little water, and then I will go to the gym. We'll talk on the way, and we'll have an amazing video, guys. Let's get into it. All right. Now, don't be surprised if it's a little bit bumpy and like shaky back and forth. In editing, I'll try to do a like smooth it out a little. But basically, bro split. That is when you're doing one muscle group per day. So like if I was Sunday, arms, and then Monday I decided, okay, I want to hit my back. Tuesday I wanted to hit legs. And then Thursday I wanted a rest day. But basically, for me, bro split was something that I ran for my first 2 years in the gym. Actually, until very recently, is something that I was doing. But overall, it is, in my opinion, for a beginner lifter, it's not the worst thing that you could possibly do for yourself. But I personally think that there are better options, especially for what I've recently been put on. We're actually about to see if you guys tip when I take a left-hand turn. Oh no. But basically, for the first 2 years, I ran only bro split. Every day, like every week, same shit. But the problem is with bro split, you're not, in my opinion, from my personal experience, I wasn't getting the same results in those 2 years that I feel like I have gotten compared to this last like month. I don't think that I got the same results because basically I was like some weeks I'm doing barbell curls. I'm curling like 95, 100 pounds. Perfect. It's moving like water. I'm doing it for like 6 reps, maybe another if I felt good enough. But then the next week, I could end up absolutely torched. The next week, I'm barely even getting like 5 if I'm lucky for 90. And the problem with that is your form. Form is one of the biggest things when it comes to lifting, because if you're not doing the same exact form every time or very similar, you're more likely not to get as many gains. Now, I know it may sound weird that like you're not going to get as many gains, but what I mean is you're not going to get as much consistent gains. This last month, since I've been doing, well, my friend gave me for a split, which was push, pull, then you hit your legs, because we said lower, but I'm doing 2 leg days a week, but I've really minimized the amount of sets I was doing compared to when I was doing bro split and hitting them once a week. Back on track, sorry. Got lost in my own thought there. Form is what's going to make or break your physique when you really think about it. Because if I'm doing 1 week 40-pound curls on a preacher and I'm only getting probably this much extension, like I'm getting all the way down, right? Almost all the way flat. But then the next week when I go down, I'm only going to here. I'm going to feel stronger this week compared to last week, and vice versa. If the week before I started here and then I kept going down to here the next week, I'm going to feel weaker. I'm going to feel significantly weaker, all because I'm not doing the same thing I was doing before, which is why it's so important to keep your form the same. But again, bro split. There are plenty of different kinds of splits out there, but to me, it's more of when you're first getting to the gym. Because I wouldn't say that. If it's working for you, it's working for you. But I personally have found much better results in I go 5 days a week still, but this is my split that my friend gave me. I will do a push day, I will do a pull day, then I'll hit legs, and then the next thing I do is take a rest day, then you hit upper, and then you hit legs again, then another rest, and then you repeat. And me personally, that has done so much more for me, feeling-wise, and like how I feel about my gains and how I've progressed. I feel like that has done significantly more for me compared to doing bro split one body part a week as hard as I can on that day. On my new split, I've lowered my volume so much, I've been able to work more intensely with a higher amount of weight instead of a lower amount of weight for a high frequency, which to me personally has made a better result for my body. We're about to be at the gym, guys, so you're about to see push day, and let's just get into it, honestly. Now guys, before I do this pose down for you, you got to tell me, one, is this mic better quality than the other one? Because I have been having to mess with my mic a lot in CapCut, and it's been really annoying, honestly. I did split these up because it is cold as shit out here, by the way. But it's really annoying, and I wanted to see what you think about this. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Because I was going to say something else to you. Oh, you got to tell me how you like the outside posing compared to the posing I was doing inside. Do you like the lighting out here better, or would you rather I have lighting inside? But right now, you don't get a choice because their water's broken, and I watched my friend, or didn't watch, but my friend did take a piss out here. Not gonna name names around here, but he knows who he is, and I know what you did. You've admitted it to me. But let's get into the pose, guys.
Had it just like that, had it right on track, and I keep finding never had thoughts that control me until some